Why are they called the Buffaloes? Where they get the name from? Before they became the Buffaloes, they had several names. Here's a few of those names. They were also known as the Frontiersmen, Grizzlies, Hornets, Silver and Gold, Silver Helmets, and Yellow Jackets. So now, if we would have kept our first name, I've been sitting here reading this and I'm like, is this for real? I can't stop laughing to present this one. Let me try to keep a straight face before I present this one. Before 1934, Colorado University sports teams were referred to as the Arapahoes. Yes, you heard that right. Arapahoes. So if they're the Buffaloes and their nickname is the Buffs, then the Arapahoes nickname would have been the Hoes. So it would have been Whole Nation. And BWB would have been, if we would have kept our first name, guys, we would have been a bunch of hoes, like straight up hoes. We would have been a bunch of bandwagon hoes. You're not going to see how many times I cried and had to wipe away tears and blow in my nose. It's going to be edited. So I just want to let you guys know that. It took almost 30 minutes to record just that little part of it. So Arapahoe is a county in Colorado that got its name from the Native Americans that used to live there called Arapahoe. How exactly did we get the buffalo? The student newspaper decided to sponsor a national contest in the summer of 1934 with a prize of $5 to go to the person with the winning selection. Over 1,000 entries arrived over almost every state. The judges were the athletic director, Harry Carlson, graduate manager, Walter Franklin, and Kenneth Bundy of the Silver and Gold. They were the judges. So then what happened next? Local articles first reported that Claude Bates of New Madrid, Missouri, and James Profit of Cincinnati, Ohio, were co-winners for the prize as both submitted buffaloes as their entries. However, plot twist, few days later, the newspaper declared Boulder resident AJ or Andy Dickerson had already submitted buffalo a couple of days earlier before the winners were selected. After a little bit of an investigation, they found out that Andy's submission was already there, the buffalo was already there, and he was declared a winner. All right, that's how we got the buffalo. That's how we became Buffs. So in 1966, the student body government decided that the University of Colorado Boulder needed a full-time live buffalo mascot. Freshman class officer Bill Lowry talked to his father, who purchased and donated the original buffalo in March of 1966. So if you see a live buffalo coming out on the field, that buffalo's name is called Ralphie. You have to understand that Ralphie is always going to lead the Warriors, the team, out on the field. How do we get the name Ralphie? There's a couple of stories floating around about how we got the name Ralphie for the live buffalo. One story goes, the student body held another contest called Name the Buffalo. A lot of names were submitted. A lot of students submitted the name Ralph. That was in honor of the student body president at the time, Ralph J. Wallace. They were trying to honor him, so maybe a lot of people liked him. He was a cool president for the student body, so a lot of people submitted his name, Ralph. That's one story. So the second story about how we got the name Ralphie came from this. The student government came up with that name because that's the noise that you make when you throw up. This is college. I want y'all to fill in the blanks. If you didn't go to college and you watch college movies, you know when these kids get drunk, they throw up. A lot of them came up with, what's that sound that everybody makes when they throw up? Ralph. I don't get that one. I don't know. We're just going to go with Wallace, okay? We're going to go with Wallace because I don't know about the Ralph. The original spelling of Ralph was R-R-A-A-L-P-H. Ralph. That's how we got Ralphie. Eventually, they said, listen, man, instead of just Ralph, we're going to call him Ralphie. And then Ralphie was born. So that's our mascot. Lock that in, guys. So here's the fun fact about the buffalo. During the winter months when it's snowing in the mountains, so the buffalo will use its horn and its big head to plow away the snow so that it can get to that fresh grass at the bottom of that snow so it can eat. So basically, you got to use your head when you want to get to the bread. Lock that one in. So now another fun fact, the buffalo is scientifically known as the bison, the American bison. But buffalo is the more popular name that it goes by. If you hear somebody try to trick you and say, y'all are known as the bisons, don't fight it. So yeah, I understand, but we're going with buffalo and just keep it moving. Sort of like copy and Xerox.